guys, Sade Nicole here. So this is my first YouTube video, and if you can tell by the title, it's going to be a makeup tutorial. I get tons and tons of questions about how I do my makeup, the process, and what have you. So hopefully I am looking the right direction here. You guys are kind of in an awkward position, so I think I need to look in the camera. I'm looking at myself over here on my flip out thingamajig. But yeah, I'm not one for a long introduction, so let's go ahead and get into it. It is 11:59 and I'm trying to make the nail salon, so I don't want to make this too long, so we're just gonna jump right on in. All right, so I always start off with my eyebrows. I feel like your brows frame your face, and everyone does their own thing. I have a mirror right here for me to actually look at what I'm doing. But I love to start off with my eyebrows because they frame your face. And that gets me going. So today we're going for an everyday natural glam look. Careful with the word natural because I'm a full face glam type of girl, but natural-ish. All right. I also have my makeup that's in my bag over here, so if I'm reaching over, that's what I'm doing, reaching over for a few products here and there. All right, so we want to always clean the brow. Want to make sure our brows are clean. That's what gives us that fresh cut crease look. And y'all, I have on my clothes to go out, so I'm going to try to not get any makeup on my clothing. I'm infamous for that. I may need to just stop and grab a towel because I really do have some places to be today. But we're just going in and we're cleaning up our brow to make our look come together. And I'm not listing everything that I'm using. If you guys want to know some of the products that I use, I can do that in a later video. We're just trying to get to the meat and bones here, and that's doing this face. This color is an almond as far as the concealer. LA Girl Priscilla, Girl Pro Concealer. Everyone uses this. Nothing special, crazy. I do have lotion on my face, but that's about it. It's like spring, summer, so I'm a very oily girl. I don't do anything to aid in my oiliness, so I don't put a lot of products on my face. So let's... Alright guys, so hopefully that's a little better. Change some things around really quick. And I also went to grab some things that I needed. So now we have our eyebrows on and we have them cleaned up by that concealer. So now we're just going to take a transition shade. This is a MAC palette that I made when I was in Vegas. So we're going to take a deep brown here, and we're just going to use that as our transition shade. It's always nice to have some transition from your brow to your actual lid, and this just further helps to clean the look a lot more as well. I also grabbed a towel. I have it sitting on my lap because I really don't want to change my outfit. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so I have two Morphe palettes here. I love Morphe palettes. They are my go-to palettes. But I think we want to go with Everyday Chic 35C. And we're just going to go for this color here that I've already hit pan on. It's time for a new palette. And we're going to take an eyeshadow brush. And we are going to go in with that color. Now I always wet my brush. I have some water here that I'm using. Dang it. Let's not flip this yet. I always put concealer on my lid. It just further helps to liven the color up once the eyeshadow actually goes on your lid. I take that same brush that I used to even out that concealer under my brow and just pat it over my entire lid. Now you can see we have a base. It's starting to look like something. And now we're going to actually go in for that eyeshadow color. As you can tell, it's already showing up, popping up, getting a little vibrant here. I'm not a big eyeliner girl, especially on an everyday basis. Eyeliner is very tricky. Like if you mess your eyeliner up, there goes 30 more minutes trying to get your eyes back together. So it's more of a hassle for me. On an everyday basis, I really don't have time for eyeliner. If I have time, oh, sorry guys, I'm in the call. Alright guys, sorry I had a call. So yeah, we got that eyeshadow on. Now we are going back with our transitional color and just cleaning up those edges to make for a smoother transition. Then we're gonna pop some lashes on. I'm a lash girl. I do not wear individuals or get my lashes done. I always wear strips because I like the convenience of taking my lashes on and off. I'm a very wild sleeper, so this is what I always wear. I envy 66 or either 65. These are my go-to lashes. So we're just gonna pop these on and then we're going to finish the face. But as far as the eyes, we're pretty much a go. And I'm sorry if I keep looking over here. I should be looking here. But this is my first time, guys. Don't be so harsh. So I always use tweezers to pop my lashes on, because without them it's nearly impossible. Some girls can. They have superpowers, but I don't. I'm sorry if you guys hear like wailing or anything. My dog's downstairs and he hates when we are not around. So he like whines like a baby. If you hear random noises. Alright, so I definitely need the mirror for this. For sure, because this is very tedious. So I'm gonna look down and just apply this lash. Alright, let's pop that other bad boy on. And now we look more vibrant, right? We look alive. We look alive. Good job. We died. Actually, honestly, this is the most rest that I've gotten as of late. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm having like a 3-day weekend, and I slept all yesterday. That was the first day in a very long time that I didn't do anything. Okay. So we are trucking right along here. Once your eyes are done, that's really your base, your foundation to your face, and now we're going to move on to foundation. So I invest in foundation. I feel like you can get away with a lot of stuff like concealers or whatever, but you got to have a good foundation. So this is what I use. This is Lancome's foundation in 530. This is my shade. I differ between 530 and 510, but it is warmer now, and so the sun is on me a lot more, which causes me to be a little bit more darker. So this fits my shade perfectly. Do you hear Benji? Guys, my dog is a baby. He's a little baby. Babe and my son is actually gone to get my son a haircut. So it's just him and I, and he's not used to this being this quiet. So we're just going to pop that foundation on our face. I go around those spots that really need it, and I just pop it on in. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. I just move the product. I move quick with products because usually liquid products tend to dry a lot faster. So I just move quick, but other than that, nothing spectacular or like a super secret technique that you have to use, if you will. And as you can see, that goes with my skin tone very well. All right, and there is the foundation. Now we're going to move on to concealing. All right, guys, so I am back. Let's get back to that concealing. So we're going to take that almond shade that we spoke about earlier. This is what we use to conceal our under eye. It's so weird doing my makeup on camera. I'm used to like looking or listening to a YouTube as I'm doing my makeup. So to talk to you guys while I'm doing my makeup is mega weird for me right now. But here we are. I'm going to just top that lightly with light tan. This is very lighter than me, so I don't go super crazy. I just kind of top that over that almond. Oh. I just plop in my eye. But I love a bright under eye. And then I'm going to take an angled sponge and kind of plop that in. And like I said, with liquid products, I always move quick because they have a tendency to dry. If you use this concealer, then you know as well as anyone that this will dry very quick on you if you do not move. So I use this to get the base down, and then I follow up with a brush here, and I get the nooks and crannies under my eye. This just gets in deep. because those big sponges don't get everything all of the time. So you need something to kind of get in deep. Don't worry about it. And then I take that angled sponge and I just go back in. I follow back up with that brightness that we have going, that we all love. And then I take my foundation sponge and I go in and I get the creases and the crevices. Makeup is all about blending. If you can blend, you can fix just about anything, but you have to have a blending hand. You don't want to see any harsh lines or marks. That's what kind of makes makeup look a little bit more realistic. I mean, come on. When people say no makeup, we know you have a makeup, but it doesn't look like a clown. That's what we're going for. No clowns here. So I'm just further blending that concealer into that foundation. And I have a rule of thumb. I'm a super oily girl, so everything that I use with liquid, I go back and I set that with foundation. Shush that. So I have a rule of thumb. Everything that I use with liquid, I go back and I set it with powder because I am oily. So Laura Mercier's translucent medium deep is what I use. I use this to set my under eye, and I also use it to set my foundation. And like I said, I have my makeup goodie bag over here. So if you see me reaching down, that's what I'm getting. So I have a sponge here, and I lightly dab this under that concealer that we just put because I'm setting it and I don't want it to move. This translucent powder is great for women of color, deeper skin tones like mine. It does not look ashy or give you that clown look. But like I said, we don't want to take away from that brightness that we just worked so hard to get. So I'm going to follow that back up with Sacha Buttercup's white powder. And I'm usually a Sacha Buttercup girl, but like I said, I switched over to Laura Mercier, which is a lot more high-end, a lot more expensive. But I still want that brightness. So I don't go too crazy with this. Again, this is a white translucent powder. I just dab it here, dab it there, and it just continues to give me that brightness that we all want to go for. We want to look awake, we want to look vibrant, and so that's what's doing that for that part. And if it looks a little crazy, trust me, I'm gonna make this all come together. I assure you that. Okay, so now that we've set our concealer, we have to set our foundation. And I don't go too crazy with setting because I want to, this is a great foundation. The coverage, everything on this foundation is great. So I don't want to over consume that with, what I'm trying to say, I'm having a brain fog. Powder. I don't want to over consume that with that. So I just take a few dabs. And I just lightly set my face. Lightly. Again, it's the summertime. I'm sweating. Less product is great. We just want to get the job done. We just don't want our products to move. That's all that does. It sets it into place. Alright, so now that our brows are done, our foundation is done, and it's set, we want to add some more dimension back to our face because it's looking a little one-dimensional. So I have Good Apple's, I use it as a contour, but it's a cream-based product, and I use this to contour my cheeks because we want to get some dimension back. That was a lot of setting that we did, and now we look a little flat. So we'll do the infamous infamous blowfish face. We'll get those lines going and we'll start adding some dimension back. My dog's like, girl, I hear you upstairs. What are you doing? Not giving me attention? Really? And I just wanted on certain areas, nothing too crazy. I just want to get some dimension back to my face that I lost when I set everything into place. And like I said, anything that I do, I usually set it with a powder. This is cream based, so it can slide. And we don't want that. So we are going to use Juvia's Places bronze kit in deep dark. And I'm going to take this dark color that I've hit pan on. I'm going to set that. I said it before, I'm a full coverage type of girl. I don't like to do light makeup. I figure if you want to do light makeup, if I want to do light makeup, I'm just not going to wear makeup. I either have makeup on or I don't. There's no in between. Alright, so now we want to add some bronziness back to our cheeks. So we're going to take this bronze color here. Obviously, I've hit pan on this, you guys. But we're going to take that bronze color. I'm going to grab my brush that I'm looking for. And we're going to grab that color and pop it on our cheeks. All right, we got some dimension back. We love a glow. We love a good glow over here. I don't know what y'all do over there, but over here we need a good glow. So I have Jacqueline's highlighter. Complements my skin tone very well. And I'm going to take this fanned brush here. I usually wet my products in front of a sink. So we're just going to wet it with some water, and I'm going to place these on the top of my cheekbones. And that's going to give me a little glow. I want to say that's Babe Back with Our Sun sounds like. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And if you can tell, we're blending that highlighter on top of that white translucent powder that we added earlier when we set our concealer, and that takes away from that like white, that pure whiteness, that clownish look. You don't want that. We don't want that now, do we? It never gave clown. Gave a lot, but never that. Maybe in the beginning. You talking about what I'm talking about now. Talk about now. Okay? I was giving you a little Nene. I've been watching Real Housewives all day. Don't mind me. Okay, so like I said, makeup is all about blending. So we're going to go back and blend that highlighter with that blush that we put. Because again, we don't want any harsh lines, nothing too harsh. Want everything to kind of blend seamlessly. We're even going to go back to that contour and make sure that's blended adequately. And now when I turn, my face doesn't look one-dimensional. It looks like I have some dimensions going on with my face. And looks like I took my time, right? That's what we want to see. So I'm using Urban Decay All Nighter as a setting spray. soak in. Right. While that's setting, we're gonna do our lips. I always line my lips. I feel like my lips look weird without them being lined. That's just a me thing. Everyone has their own preference. Just making sure I didn't get any makeup on my shirt. Makeup and food always get on my shirt. Like, my shirts are just prone to it at this point. So we're going to lightly begin to outline our lip. And I don't go too crazy with outlining my lips. I know people overline their lips to give them like a fuller look, but my lips are pretty much plump, so don't have to go crazy with that one. So this is what Bugger does when we're going to work. And he's at the house by himself because he's turning up down there. Alright, so now that our lips are outlined, we're going to go in with our actual lipstick. I've had this lipstick forever. It's from Bella Pierre Cosmetics in Incognito. And I picked this up at like my local drugstore, nothing crazy. I just like the color it gives on lips. Every girl has that own concoction, their weird concoction of lipstick or lip gloss or whatever they use to make their lips pop. But you're like, if you want to know where this is from, I really can tell you that's that. Like, but I'm sure you can find it. Maybe in CVS or... There's plenty of good dupes you can use for this color. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with LA Color High Shine. And this is in Snuggle. To set that. That's the running theme here. We want to set everything that we do. Alright guys, I think we're just about done. This is a soft glam, everyday type of look. I'm going to go in with some mascara. This is Urban Decay's Wow Lash. I'm just going to throw a little mascara on my under eye here. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy, although it is a wild lash. And then I'm going to go back now that my face is dry from setting it with our setter. I'm going to go back in and just plot and dab those areas that our foundation is still peeking through on, or that we want to peek through on. And that just about does it, guys. Alright guys, so that just about sums it up. We are done. We didn't do bad timing. It's 12:37, so salon's just been open for about 37 minutes. I gotta run and get these nails and these toes done. So if you are interested in seeing my day-to-day, I am going to begin to vlog as well. So I'm doing like 2-in-1. Look at me. Okay. So come along with your girl. Check that out on another video. This will be something separate, but we're going to vlog, and we have a few things to do today. So bye. Y'all, this is Mr. Benji here. He is the one making all that fuss. Mommy has to go. We'll play when I come back, okay? Bye, bugger.